Now, Princess Catherine looked very fabulous in a stylish Victoria Beckham suit during a royal engagement this week, but some fans are convinced that she might be sending a secret message to the Beckhams. What's all this about?
Yeah, well, this is another interesting parallel kind of story where, the Beckham family, who are in many ways the unofficial sort of celebrity royal family in some ways in the UK, they're going through their own turmoils. There's rumours, allegedly, that there's a falling out between their eldest son, Brooklyn, his wife, Nicola Peltz, and the Beckham family. That has sort of come up again in recent weeks, allegedly after some absences, including at David Beckham's bash, big 50th birthday bash. And people think that maybe Kate is sort of sending a bit of support because, they're both, in a way, going through these sort of family feuds. She wore this stunning olive Victoria Beckham suit, very stylish. And she does wear a lot of Victoria Beckham, I will say. This isn't the first time she's worn one of Victoria's designs, but I think it was, the time of it, I think, was a bit of a message of support because we know that the Beckhams have been very supportive of the royal family. They've really doubled down on that in the last 18 months. So I think that this is sort of a mutual thing. It's kind of like, I see you, I respect you, I know what you're going through. And she looked fantastic.
Yeah, she absolutely did. Now, royal insiders are claiming that Prince William is already making plans to sideline the Sussexes when he becomes king. Now, what's prompted Will to act, and could the Sussexes actually be banned from Will and Kate's coronation?
Right. Well, this has cropped up again, essentially, because a royal insider called Hugo Vickers has spoken out. He's spoken to sources directly inside the palace. And we knew this. We know that William has been furious about the Sussexes' antics. He's taken a much harder line than King Charles has, and we know that he was outraged about when he found out that Meghan's still using the HRH title recently. That really allegedly infuriated the Prince of Wales. And the theory is now that he will be taking steps from day dot, basically, when he becomes monarch. And the first step could be excluding them formally from the coronation. Obviously, William didn't have a hand in the King's coronation, and of course Harry was invited to that. He attended. He wasn't in the front row, he was in the third row with the sort of extended family members, but he was there. But the idea now is that once the crown moves to William, it's not necessarily, there's no real precedent necessarily for having Harry there. There's actually a precedent where the Duke of Windsor was excluded from his brother's coronation. So there's actually, William would be totally justified in not inviting Harry at all, which is quite shocking when you think about there was a time not that long ago when Harry, Meghan, Will and Kate were considered the future of the royal family.
Yes.
I think that is absolutely never going to happen. I think now it's William and Kate, their family, and maybe, some of these other cousins. But I think that Harry and Meghan, when Will takes the throne, are going to be history.
Yeah, I tend to agree with you. Reilly Sullivan, thank you so much for joining us on Power Hour.
Thank you.